What? Yes, I saw that, your post. I am friends with you on Facebook. I know. I get that you probably don't want to be friends with me. I get that. I understand that, but I have two. Yeah, no, that's fucking awesome. I've been so on the fence lately about getting one. Like, I want one. I've wanted one for a while. But then I realized that on all my streaming shit, I've dumped like probably about $1,000 into it. So I keep myself from doing that. I shouldn't say that. I probably spent about $500, $500 to $700 on streaming shit. But I'm trying to save up for a second PC. I'm gonna build a new gaming PC and have this one as my streaming PC. But yeah, that's cool. Now I can send requests for minis when we start going back to. I'm pretty stoked about that. Hey Heather, I got I'm on my way over. I need these minis made now. Which you guys still have my collection of minis. I'm so fucking busy I can never make it out there. Life gets in the way. No, Heather, down.
got back to the big eye in the Feywild. Well, it wasn't an eye anymore. It was a spiral staircase. And Tab wanted to know what Cure was apologizing for. Cure didn't want to answer to that for whatever reason. Cure started to walk off, and Tab was like, "Don't walk off. Come back." And Cure didn't stop, so Tab did the rational thing. Grabbed the iron bands of Barolo. Brillo pad.
Iron bands of Dorolo.
Iron bands of Dorolo. And threw them at Cure. Hit Cure. Constrained Cure. And that kind of set the mood for the rest of the game. Cure was, somehow, for whatever reason, even less talkative after having the bands removed. Moments after that, Macklin popped a squat and announced that he wouldn't be following any further until these two unfucked themselves. Or something to that tune. Tried to suss out just what was going on between the two. Cure was mum about it. Brought up the fact that certain prejudices were being leveraged against her. People didn't trust her. People thought that she was nothing more than the oaths that she bore to the Raven Queen. I'm paraphrasing. And described some real shit. Some real shit, and continued to walk off. Digesting that, we tried to figure out what the hell was up with Tab, and Tab actually shared some insight about why they're so flighty. Flighty? Why they can't stand to wait. Last time they had to wait, some terrible things happened, so now Tab is coping in some way. We eventually made our way down the stairs. After some back and forth conversation about various things, such as the Seeker, the circus, not treating Tab like a 15-year-old. And we eventually got down to the lower platform where the desecrated symbol of the Raven Queen was. Cure struck out first, paused, and allowed the others to come help and check things out. Shortly after gathering together, though, Cure took an arrow in the chest. The other one missed, but it did alert us to the presence of two creatures in the distance. Homunculi, by the look of it. The one's based off of the Ilia template. We were quick to dispatch those. They were sneaky and tricky, but not altogether tough. At least not by our standards. Discovered that the Renextrum Rapier catches fire when stabbing homunculi. That's new. I think that's around where we ended. I don't think we resolved much else aside from killing those things. If I recall, we ended a little early.
Cure drew chalk marks on everyone.
Yes.
Everyone know your resistances.
Everyone also has a +3 stealth for the next hour.
I just figured she was doing something, so I figured she had herself muted.
Yeah, they had some medical stuff today, so hanging to the best of their ability.
So much for that long therapy session I was planning. It is what it is.
It is what it is. Don't worry. You guys might.
I can't even quip off of Cure because she's being a sourpuss tonight. At least I got Jocelyn. I can always rely on Jocelyn.
I got your back when it comes to being a sourpuss.
Exactly not what Macklin wanted.
Okay. As you all make your way through the making your way through the mushroom cavern again. Everything feeling eerily familiar, like you just left it a little while ago.
Screw that mushroom cavern. Nothing good ever happened there. Kior is particularly wary as we move through that one.
DM, can I roll perception as we move just to keep my wits about me?
Sure, yeah.
I don't know if I take a movement penalty to this or what, but thank goodness rogues have that thing, reliable talent, because that's a 24.
Okay. You notice as you move past some of the clusters of mushrooms. Draw shape, shall we? Draw some shape.
What about shapes?
Here.
Have
I
we
don't
moved
think we're on
maps?
the map.
Should be on the map.
Let me reload.
Oh, no, you're not on the right map, that's why.
I reloaded for nothing? Now I gotta take my pop-out character sheet again. Oh, lovely. Oh, what's this?
Oh, those are where the big mushrooms used to be.
As you're moving past them, you notice that they look ready to pop. So, do with that information what you will.
Does not look good.
V, you're used to the Underdark and all things below the ground, right?
I would not say all things, and that does not look normal.
How much do you know about mushrooms? I'm only slightly versed in them.
That is a really good question. Can I roll for that, Yam?
Sure.
Let's see.
Roll a survival check.
Can I assist and put our heads together?
Yeah.
Is that advantage for me?
Yes.
That's a 22 for survival check.
Worth.
Okay. So you know certain types of mushrooms like puffballs and the things like that. When they're ready to reproduce and take over an area, they will get like this, and then even the slightest tap, even sometimes the slightest vibration, they will explode into a cloud of spores. That's probably what's going on with those.
Huh. So when the mushrooms try to take over the world, at least, the smaller ones that are actually familiar with, they get something like this. And sometimes if you touch them or you step too close to them, that's when all the spores go everywhere.
Could anything set them off? Perhaps a stone being thrown at them?
Please don't set them off.
Well, I wonder if it might behoove us to make them blow now, and then wait for the dust to settle. That could take hours, though.
How about we go through first, hopefully, maybe, and then we pop them. Then we can run.
That would secure our exit. I nod toward V. Well, you're fairly dexterous, I'm fairly dexterous, but, Jorzin will need to be led. Cure, how fleet of foot are you feeling?
I'm just standing up front with my shield ready, looking at all this, listening.
I feel perfectly fine.
I'm not worried about touching them, but if they sense anything nearby, they'll probably sense me.
Trying to think of what can be done.
I can try to levitate you.
That might be useful.
If the three of you can make it across unharmed, then I can take care of Josen and I.
All right, then. Well,
Are you talking about flying?
No.
Okay.
I know a spell that lets us step from one location to another. I used it to escape the Shadow Dragon.
right then.
Well, that sounds really useful.
That should be the safest mode of transportation. In that case, I'm the smallest and theoretically should have the smallest footprint. I'll go first. So I would like to, is this going to be a stealth check, an
It
acrobatics
is
check?
4 stealth checks.
4 stealth checks. Alright. Before I make my checks, would I know if Pass Without a Trace would work here?
You can think that it might. It's basically just trying to work with the spirits of nature to dampen your existence. So yeah, sure. Pass without a trace probably would work.
Alright, I'm gonna do it. So, Macklin moves his hands out and utters phrases under his breath, almost shamanistic in his movements and his inflection. And the shadows begin to swirl and twist and coalesce as the entirety of the party feels a little quieter, feels a little lighter on their feet. You all have a +10 to your stealth checks.
In addition to
next-
the earlier +3.
In addition to the +3, I believe it stacks.
And what's the range on pass without a trace?
Let's see, it is 30 feet.
So keep that in mind.
For the direction each creature you choose within 30 feet of you, including you. So I can choose someone after the fact? Oh, I did not know that. I thought I had to define it when I casted it. Okay. So let me see something. Alright, so I'll move to this square over here and make my first check.
Why
Let
are
keep
you
Jocelyn.
why are you trying to keep me within 30 feet of you?
Shenanigans. Oh, actually, because I can add it to after the fact, so I don't have to. Right. So I'll move to there. And make 2 stealth checks, or just the first check?
2.
This is going to be a stupid number. So that's going to be a 45. Check the second. $38.
The mushrooms do not seem to be affected by your presence.
Okay. I'd like to hold here and see if I can just finger wave to summon the other two rogues in my direction.
Okay. Follow in Macklin's footsteps here. I'll move to here, and that's still 2 stealth checks. That's 18 plus 13 is 31 for the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And 22 plus 13 is 35. And
Yeah. Seems fine. With a 43 and a 40, tab does not seem to be noticeable by the mushrooms. Going on Twitter.
From where I'm standing, does Cure look resolute to cast her spell?
I seem to be waiting to make sure that you guys get across first.
Got it. All right, so Mackin's going to move ahead. If he moves there, he should be able to maintain tab and V within the bubble. Yep. So he'll move there.
Okay, one more stealth check.
That's another 16 on die, so that's 45.
Okay. Once again, the mushroom seems to be unbothered by your presence.
All right. I will signal those two.
So are we seriously trying to sneak past the mushrooms?
We're sneaking past mushrooms.
Oh,
They are. I'm ready to just bop us over there.
fair enough.
I think Macklin's doing something to the rogues. They're harder to follow than usual.
$40? Yeah, plenty. Easy enough. Yeah, Cure, for some reason, they're just losing sight of the rogues.
I have to adjust my eyesight every so often so I don't get eye strain trying to follow them.
I'm going to make a hand signal to V. There'll be no rogues left behind on this day.
was that the last time? 31. Or so.
I'd say that's terrible, but you know. Yeah, you make it forward.
You can't
just fine.
compare V to Tab.
You can't compare V to Tab. Two very different animals.
I have to agree.
Sunshine and storm clouds. That is a true fact. Yeah, so Cure, you kind of lose sight of the rogues, but there is this little storm cloud still kind of bouncing around. That's really what you're focusing on. Every
I
once in a
hope
while,
they
you
clear.
see a little bit of lightning, and you're like, okay, there.
Huh.
One more check or two checks?
One more check.
42.
42. Yep.
Oh gosh, I need a calculator. I can't math anymore.
Is it a natural one?
No.
Yeah,
I'm
just
gonna
don't
go
roll
out on
it
a
wrong.
limb. Yeah, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say you probably passed by a 15.
I know, but I really want to know now.
Gotta
Okay,
have
well-
that flex.
42. Okay, we can move on.
All right, so is the highest of 46?
I think so.
Okay. Checking for my own purposes.
Uh-oh, the DM's got purpose.
All right. Cure and Jocelyn, do you think you've given them enough time to get across?
I raise my beeper bracelet. Are you all across?
I don't feel comfortable answering this close to a mushroom. I'm a move to here.
Well, no response is better than a response. We probably should go over there, Cure. It sounds like they're in trouble.
Nice.
There's a profound lack of noise.
But he's not responding. That's what's concerning. Maybe they're dead. Maybe they sunk into a mushroom.
Just reach out, take Josen's shoulder, and bamf.
Well, that's Tab. Why the hell am I grabbing Tab? There we go. Whoa. I'm confused. Who's controlling it?
I did.
Okay.
I bamped you over.
I've been bamped.
Roll me one stealth check with the plus 10 for pass without a trace.
Both of us?
Yeah.
That was really good, actually. That is a 28 plus 10. 38.
14.
Oh, Cure.
So you
How? You had a plus E2, didn't you?
Yeah, you don't get
that's how I got a
advantage.
14.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
you
Cure
rolled a
rolled
nat
natural
one. No, gotcha. Yeah, that would all make sense.
All of our clever plans laid to waste.
All within
Again.
1 second. I mean, to be fair, I got a 38.
You did very well.
So, as the spell goes off and you land, there's this little bit, just this faint percussive.
That's not faint.
That's definitely
was
not
not
fate.
faint.
That was really loud. Cure, why are you barking right now? What is wrong with you?
With some
God
squeaky
damn it,
knees.
pups. Anyway, a faint percussive pop as just goes through the air, and this one right here blows, letting out a cloud of spores.
Let's move, let's move, let's move!
Yeah, I'm gonna need everyone to make me con saves.
Oh no.
No.
Oh, hey. Everyone within 10 feet of me gets my buff.
Oh hey.
Good. I need it. Was that 5 or 10?
It
Nat
is
20.
plus 5, and unfortunately, I don't have my sword drawn.
It is, yes, it is a poison effect. Okay, these spores wash over you all, but you are quick to push them away, lift up your hoods, lift up your scarves, and cover your mouths and noses so you don't inhale them.
Raise my shield.
Become uninfected.
Those mushrooms are far more sensitive than I expected.
There was a reason we were sneaking.
Honestly, I thought you'd cleared it.
It's a good thing that we're trying to hide from the mushrooms, yes. Wise idea, everyone.
We'll know better for next time. Well done, everyone. Let's move on.
Oh, shit.
You enter from rotting mushroom, large dead trees. To one large dead tree, all clearing.
Well, this just looks like a whole bag of fun.
And we see all this before us.
No.
Making
Does
blind
it look-
jokes again.
Nice. Does it look like they've? Does it look like they have perceived us?
Why don't we roll some? They do not seem to have perceived.
Is that just dice?
Yeah, I'm pulling out the tub of dice.
That sounds like a lot of dice.
Don't believe her, folks. She's just doing that as an intimidation factor. Oh, let's be honest.
No, I'm doing it because the goblin steals all my dice, and I put them in a giant tub. Yeah, there's some trees and detritus and bushes here, so some cover. Yes. You were not completely without cover. You guys can take cover and definitely try to stealth. people in front of you.
Yeah, let's do the stealth thing. I'll do the stealth thing. Wow, I rolled the same thing. Do we still get plus 10?
Yeah.
So
Plus 13, actually.
plus 13?
You got
Yeah.
the +3 from the boot, like chalk on your boot.
Oh yeah, I totally
10 from Passport
forgot
Trace.
about. Yeah. There's so much.
No, that's not right.
32. 28 plus 13. 28 plus 13 is 0. I don't know how to do math. It's 41.
What?
I got
Yep.
41.
Nice.
I rolled a 19 on the dice.
Pulling
Well
up the
done.
rogue numbers there.
Plus 9 for my stealth. Plus 10 for pass without a trace. Plus 3 for the boots. It's 41.
Fantastic.
I'm the stealthiest fucking sorcerer in the world.
You are.
I am the stealthiest blind sorcerer in the world, for sure.
For real, though. Alright, Not much room to move with, but if we scatter, we can hide.
I stay right at the edge and I kind of narrow my eyes. Then I reach into my bag to retrieve my mask.
Which way are we supposed to go? I mean, is there an entrance anywhere? Can anybody, clarify that for the blind guy?
There's a glade before us, and our quarry lies on the far side.
Oh, that sounds easy.
He has 6 servants around him.
Are we sure that they're evil?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
Perhaps we can circle around him.
if my hunch is true, we have the advantage here, and I could just unleash a big old blast of stuff if you'd like.
I think the rogues should spread out and find positions to strike from. Once they're in place, I can head out to draw their attention, and you drop whatever you have planned upon them.
Do you think that they're fast, or do you think that their constitutions are high?
There are 6 Ilias with him. I'm assuming they're more quick than sturdy.
Hold on a second. Nope, that's not the one.
Too bad, sorcerers didn't get,
If you give me 1 minute watching one of them, I can figure out at least the measure of one of them.
That is your choice. If you'd like to wait, we can wait.
If it will help you choose a spell, perhaps. Though, like yours says, they're based off of Ilia. They're probably quite quick.
You said there is a master, right? Maybe you should try to figure out what the master is we get.
I'll find a spot to hide and observe. If things start to go awry, well, I'll start shooting.
Yeah, let's just make sure that we're able to do this as a surprise. That's my main thing. I want to catch them off guard.
Macklin nods, and he's going to, as Cure had suggested, spread out, heading in this direction.
And Jocelyn's really just gonna sit there and wait for the moment for the word. As soon as someone says, blow him up, Jocelyn's gonna blow him up. He just wants to make sure that, they're unaware of the blow up.
Right, if Macklin has time to do so, I'd like to move him some more.
Okay.
Into that corner right there. From there, do I have line of sight on Sondor? Or who I presume to be Sondor?
Yes.
Yeah, pretty boy.
So you notice he is pretty. He is missing an eye.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Don't get too
Pretty
close. Please stay within 60, out of 60 feet, like 65 feet away from the closest one, please.
I am right on the cusp of Jocelyn, at least. Okay, in that case, if I can, I would like to use my subclass feature, Master of Intrigue. That's not the one. Damn it, not that one! Manipulator, that's the one.
I'm about to say, tell me how you use the forgery kit, please.
I read up this really beautiful letter, and so, equal to, superior, or inferior in 2 of the following characteristics of your choice. I'd like to know... Oh, it's not all stats, it's just the mental stats. Oh no. Wisdom and intelligence.
What's your wisdom?
18. Okay, I will stealthily talk into the wristlet. Our man is incredibly intelligent, but he's not as wise as he lets on. Book smart, not street smart. Use that information as you will.
I'll just let me know when you're ready, and I will stick a ray of sunshine straight up his ass.
60 feet away, you said?
Mm-hmm.
I look out and kind of gauge the distance between us.
You'll be fine.
Going to take a bonus action to aim.
I begin to concentrate, note a couple spells that I'm planning on, and then nod once. I'm ready.
All right. If that's the case, then just give me a measurement real quick. I'm gonna cast Sunburst right here. Sorry, Macklin.
Am I going to taste the power of the sun?
Yeah, we'll back it up one more square.
Well, damn.
And it's gonna hit all of them. And they all need to make Constitution saving throws. And I'm gonna use. I am going to use, before I do that, I'm gonna burn 3 sorcery points using a heightened spell. And it gives Sandor disadvantage on his Constitution save.
Okie dokie.
If you want to know what Sunburst is, just give me 1 second. I'll throw it in there. Sunburst.
Holy shoot.
I am really glad I'm out of range of this spell.
Yeah.
God damn. Yeah, you are.
I would die.
Is that a 6th level spell?
You're funny. 6th level.
7th level?
Wow, you like telling jokes today, don't you?
I don't play wizards. The only arcane class I've played goes up to level 5.
It's an 8th level spell.
That's a high level spell.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so 20.
DC's 18. Sorry. Should have mentioned that.
Oh, okay, cool. So,
And big guy gets disadvantage on.
yep, I'm trying to figure out my little guys first.
No worries.
As Josen drops a nuke into the battlefield.
Basically.
And I will burn a sorcery point, and I will re-roll my 2s and 1s. Oh, nice.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
What's that damage?
Give me 1 second. I will give you a total. I'm still rolling dice. I have 12 of them I gotta roll. And then I have to re-roll 4 1s. Okay. That is 66 points of radiant damage. Right?
Okay.
No. 56 points of radiant damage.
Okay, can you put it in the chat box? Because I'm going to have to do a lot of math.
Sure. Whoops, no.
That's way too much damage, sorcerers, of course.
I really don't have to do that much math because it's but
And yeah, okay, you already got that part of it. Those ones are blinded.
Yep.
And you guys just watch as this giant just bursts and bursts and bursts of radiant energy just soars through the room, almost blinding you for a second as well. As all of a sudden you go from kind of dark to extremely bright.
And I trigger my spells.
Watching that, he'd like to not be blind.
Sorry, you guys were all talking at once.
Cure triggers her spells.
Okay.
Nothing specifically combat related yet. I'm just going to pop my Radiant Soul and then cast Haste in myself and then get moving.
Okay. In that case, let's roll initiative.
All right, that sounds good.
All right.
Am I able to get them casted before we roll?
Yes.
Thank you.
But that's your round. Or
That's-
your...
Yeah, whatever that's called, that thing. It's a thing. I'll keep it. That's better than what I actually roll. I really roll. I had one good moment, and then now my initiative is horrible.
I think I remember setting this all up in advance.
Yeah, that same thing, that huge battle that you guys got into with the thingamabob, the skeleton beholder thing. I had set that up prior in advance, and it didn't take for some reason. Probably just a roll 20 thing.
Oh, wow, that's awful.
So are we 100% sure this is Sondor?
No.
100%? No.
Alright, good.
I mean, I could roll a perception check.
Actually, I'm feeling a bit less like garbage than I was an hour ago, so might talk a little bit. There was a perception check that I had. Oh, the collars on the Ilias, if any.
Yes, I think I answered in chat box. There were none.
Oh, thank you. Sorry, I missed it completely then.
No, I didn't. I'm sorry. No, you don't see any on these.
And is there a? We see Sondor, we see who we assume is Sondor. We see the Ilias. We see a big old tree. Is there anything that looks like a soul battery?
No, but it does look like there is a space in the tree that is.
Checks out. I also wasn't sure if we were in combat yet, or if you are still setting things up, very understandably. So I will hold for the thoughts until let's slip.
Tad, you're up.
Okay. And we haven't actually seen Sonder before. It's an action to use the bracelets, is that correct? I believe?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is trigger our haste boots. So we have lots of actions. Is that Sondor? Should we kill him? Should we look for the battery? What would you like us to do?
I rolled a 14 for perception. I know I have seen him before.
Yeah, you've seen him before. You've dealt with him before. Trying to get when you were rescuing Ilya.
Yes.
So yeah, that's definitely him. You can even see where Seraphine took his eye.
Yes, that's him.
All right, then this movement thing gets bananas real fast with haste up. Okay, we're gonna use 60 feet of movement to get there. We're going to try to stab him. 21.
21 hits.
Total of 44 magical piercing damage. We get our other action to use 20 feet of movement. No, wait. I'm sorry. 20 feet of movement is the remainder of our initial movement. This is ridiculous. Actually, you know what? There's a hole in the tree behind him.
Yes.
Can we use our 20 feet of remaining? Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. I can't. Oh wait, double movement is 80. Yes, okay. Can we use our remaining 20 feet of movement and our no opportunity attacks from mobile to try to dive into the hole in the tree and then use our additional action to hide in the hole in the tree?
Oh crap! Sorry, roll 20.
Oh, of course it did. Sorry, I have no idea what I'm doing tonight. That's unfortunately just how it's going to be.
We all have those nights.
Okay. So you want to dive in the hole in the tree?
Yes, I want to dive into the hole in the tree and then use my other action to hide in the hole in the tree.
Okay.
So here's the hiding check. Oh
no.
What a terror! Oh, I'm sorry. That's actually a 30 because I turned off the rune chalk and I shouldn't for the perception check. So that's 30 stealth. But yeah, I guess we'll see what happens.
So you're so thrown off by suddenly
Oh, okay.
wide open space. And person you recognize, even that you kind of get a little stunned and don't stealth immediately.
Okay. Can you message, or I can whisper to you who I think that is? Because I'm assuming you don't want to. What was
Yeah,
that?
I'll message you. Hold on.
Okay. That's our turn. Actually, can I tell whether what their expression is, or does this happening so fast?
Flat unconscious.
Oh, delightful. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Tab's turn. Are they blinded for a minute, or because the spell description has already disappeared? Or no, there it is. Constitution saving throw at the end of each of its turns. Well, an enemy was. So she's going to roll an attack at disadvantage. Dawson does a
Anything over a 19 hits.
okay, so a 16 misses.
A 16 misses.
Turn. Dodge into the woods here. Badly. Died badly. Macklin, you're up.
Okay. Let's see. Well, I was aiming at Sondor, so I'm making an attack at him. So I had aimed before we rolled initiative, so that should mitigate the disadvantage from range. Does a 33 hit?
Yes.
Okay. He's blind, so I assume sneak attack will work here?
Yes.
All right. Just a moment. $40 points of piercing damage, magical if it matters, and 1 point of poison. And I will forego my second attack in order to cast through the Condemner. Let's see, I just have to check the range on this. (120 feet, 20 radius sphere). Okay, I'm gonna silence the immediate area around Sondor.
Alrighty.
Oh, that's a large area. Oh wow. You don't happen to have a token for that, do you?
Silence. Hold. don't give me silence. I won't do that at all. Let's.
Oh, you do have something excellent. It's a radius 20. So a little bit bigger than the one I drew. That looks about right.
That's a cool token.
That is a cool token, though it does suck in this particular instance.
Yeah, I think that one's called Earthquake.
Oh no. Bonus action, bonus action, bonus action. I'm gonna move here, and I'm going to stealth right behind this blind area as my bonus action. That'll end my turn.
Okay.
It's gonna be a 44 total.
Sure thing. Ilya is blind and everything just went silent. She's just gonna focus and try to shake off this something. Oh, something. Looks around. Not panicked, but definitely observing and trying to figure out what the hell is going on. Someone did hear something behind her, so she's gonna turn around and lash out. No, she didn't, because you rolled a 44 stealth check.
Mm-hmm.
She has no fucking clue, so she's nothing. She's just standing there looking confused and blind. You're up.
Excellent. So right as that sunburst happened, the purple wings burst from my back, and my body started to kind of blur a little bit as I casted haste on myself. So now I am going to dart into the field trailing that purple light as I fly in a direct line towards Sondor. Oh, are you kidding me? Yeah, movement and hasted action will get me just out of range. Oh, that's disappointing. All right.
Don't have reach.
Nope. I'm going to use my bonus action to murmur a vow of enmity against it, my channel divinity. Even if he can't hear it, even if I can't hear it, I can still see him. So that lets me get advantage on all attack rolls against him for the next minute. Then I sink into a ready stance, and the moment he steps forward, I'm going to act against him.
So he's going to use a reaction. I wish the PNG. As shadows come up from the ground and form into a spooky ghost.
Kind of alarming, but still going to hold on to my action.
I'm actually going to put it. Ilya can't see, but definitely heard your approach. Going to shoot in that general direction.
Please shoot your buddy.
Arrow sink. Red wraith falling useless to the.
You're breaking up. What did you say?
She shot the
arrow.
wraith.
Yeah, the arrow sinks into the wraith.
Ah! Ah!
This was totally worth an 8th level spell. 100%.
I'm glad
Yes.
you guys just fucked up all my master level assassins. Thanks. Greatly appreciated.
I'm a
We'd like
DM.
to live, and that's a lot of assassins.
I'm a
I got
DM.
feeble-minded in the last fight.
I enjoy
What was it?
tears.
I was like, according to Kobold Fight Club, this should be a deadly fight. Great.
It's only round 1. It can and will turn.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so this one can actually fucking see. Definitely get there. Lean into you with a short sword. First attack. For an 18 does not hit.
Nope.
Does a 23 hit?
Does not. I'm a blur of motion as I knock the sword aside.
Okay. Fighting your instincts, yeah. Easy enough. Knock the short sword away. Burn. Think here is gonna hearing the cursing from everyone. Ah, rub her eyes and get. Hey, you're up.
All right. So I'm
All
going
these dice are
to
going dice jail.
sneakily move over here. I can set up to tag team blind and dark purple with Macklin, hopefully. Did you want to stealth check that?
Are you stealthing?
I am stealthing.
Then yes, stealth check.
You've got plus 10.
Plus 13, yes? The boost
Plus
mark is still
13
working?
total, yeah. Just remember, if you leave 30 feet range from Macklin, you lose that plus 10.
Okay, so that was 29. Hey, the math worked. And then I want to hold a sword attack if she steps like into my immediate melee range. And that's turn.
Okay.
I don't think Sandor rolled initiative.
I don't think you did.
Uh-oh.
Well, you know what? We're just gonna put him at 0, and that way my numbers don't get fucked up. Cool. That sounds fair.
I'm fine with it.
I'm perfectly-
top initiative.
I absolutely
It
agree
is
with
both-
you.
It is both top and bottom. It is the alpha and the omega.
It's the
Okay.
Fool card.
All right. Awesome.
All right. I guess it's my turn. Jason's gonna move there. I guess that's 30 feet. And with a straight line striking these two. Oh, sorry. God. That was this one and this one. Jason's gonna cast Sunbeam.
All right.
That's right, he's pulling out the dog. That's a con save of 18.
I'm noticing a
just
theme with Josen tonight.
switched dice for them, so blinding people with sunlight. Yes, that is the.
You will feel how it feels to. Well, I guess you just won't see. Just like me. Too bad they weren't
how much
oozes. Give me 1 second and I will tell you.
Because they both failed miserably. As Kior said, they're built for speed. They're not very sturdy.
Oh, we're definitely going to reroll those. It's 1, 2, 3.
This light is sunlight.
That is 32 points of radiant damage, and obviously if they failed their con save, they are blinded. And with that, that's going to be Jason's turn. Yeah,
Okay.
that's going to be Jason's turn.
Start of his turn. Black vines come from the tree and embrace Sandor for a moment, seeming to give him and heal some of his wounds. Then
No and then.
yes, and then
No and then.
yes, and then
Bye.
Sorry, I can't do anything. You guys put him in a silence.
What's that have to do with it?
I could counterspell, but I can't hear him.
Oh, you're blind.
I'm blind. You took away my sight.
Oh, I thought silence would prevent him from casting.
It does.
mean,
Anything
some
with a
things.
verbal component.
Yeah, he's not. So I'm trying to. I did the wrong token when I was. Roll20's giving me a heart. I'm not here enough for Roll20 to be given. So it's half Roll20's fault and half my fault.
I'm gonna blame it all on you.
Oof.
Just because I can't
That's
blame
bold.
I can't blame Roll20. It does absolutely nothing wrong. Roll20 is perfect.
Oh, I don't like that.
As he turns and walks back into his tree.
Oh,
well.
we don't like that at all.
Oh no, I'm gonna burn that tree.
Want help? Where's Tab?
Oh,
Yeah.
I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, let's burn the tree. It's fine.
Since I just saw him walk away, could I trigger my held action on the creatures around me?
Yes.
Okay, I'm actually going to target this wraith in front of me.
Okay.
And it is undead, right?
It is, yes.
All right, marking my Holy Avenger undead. All right, first attack. 26 to hit.
26 definitely hits.
10 slashing, magical slashing, and 31 radiant.
It disappears.
Then I'll swing around and attack the clone behind me.
Okay.
Oh, that damage is wrong anyway. Oh, well, I'm sure a 14 doesn't hit.
No.
Yep, that's it.
He parries. Alrighty. In that case, it's Sondor's turn.
Oh, good.
Oh, no.
It's fine. Whatever's happening is fine.
Don't worry, he's only going to hit you once. Pulls out a long sword.
Might be enough.
Does a 23 hit?
Sure does. I'm likely going to uncanny dodge this unless there's something weird that happens.
Okay.
So
Sorry,
we'll
I
see.
have to pull up a dice roller because Liam steals my d8s.
No worries.
So 74 points of necrotic damage.
74.
Yep.
And the necrotic, so not slashing. Can I still? When I hit with attack, so I can still uncanny dodge that. Okay. So
Yep.
37 for me. Let me math it. Okay. I'm just double checking. Yeah. Okay. Okay. 37 points of damage taken.
Alright, and you need to make a constitution saving throw.
Okay. This isn't versus being poisoned, is it?
It is not.
Okay. Or disease. Okay. Oh, I forgot we were proficient in those now. 18. Might still not be enough, but at least feels respectable.
Your hit point maximum is reduced by the amount equal to the damage taken.
Okay.
Until your next long rest.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out 37. Okay, cool. I have that documented.
Okay. But it's his turn.
Is it our turn now? Because we were at the top of the order and he was at the bottom of the order. I can't actually see the actual
Yes,
turn. I can't see the turn order
yes.
anymore. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we're revealing. Before he came in here, as so she is unconscious. And the rest of this looks like what it looks like.
Yep.
Okay. Interesting.
So
Yeah.
roll a perception check.
Okay. 15.
15. You're still reeling, so you don't. A quick scan doesn't reveal a whole lot.
Okay. And is this now that we're out of the bioluminescence? Is this dim light or darkness, or is it glowing in some other way?
Yeah, it's dim.
Okay. Cool. All right. So, this is kind of a ridiculous use of this, but let's start by trying to stab him.
Okay.
26.
Yeah, 26 definitely hits.
Cool. So 36 points of magical piercing. We're going to use half our movement to get over here. Why is 40 feet half our movement? The haste is bananas. I don't have why don't I have any healing potions?
Do you need to disengage or anything?
I don't, because I'm mobile.
Okay, that's right. I figured you had a thing. I figured you didn't forget to disengage.
Yeah.
I forgot what a thing you had that you didn't need to disengage.
I want to make a joke about mere mortals needing to disengage and this not being entirely mortal, but in the wrong direction, but I can't quite find it. Okay, so having scanned my inventory and realized that I have nothing unless like one of these muffins is secretly a healing potion, which seems like the Slayer's take is real good, but I don't think it's that good. Can I use my other action and try to stabilize her? I don't actually know if she needs to be stabilized, but I feel like that's what our instinct is to like to try to run up and stabilize
Sure.
or wake up or whatever we can do in one action's worth of flailing.
You're a seeker. You got some training in first aid as part of just your how to handle yourself in a fucking emergency. Roll me a medicine check with advantage.
All right, we are going to double check if we need. Oh no, sure don't. Okay, cool. And we are going to just sort of to the peanut gallery. Help! 24.
Yeah, you feel your hands. You feel your hands not quite guided, but definitely calmer than you think that they should be as you patch up a particularly deadly looking wound in her side. Is it the best job? Yeah,
Probably
it is
not.
the best job. It looks like very well competent done, actually.
Oh. So
it's a 24 in medicine.
Yeah.
You did a good job.
Yeah. Wow.
And you see her. You see like you kind of removed like a large splinter that was in there, and you see her breathing easily a little bit.
Okay, so not awake, but not actively dying.
Yeah, it looks like
okay.
It looks like she is definitely not as bad as she was. It's like she's stable.
Then we mutter a internal thank you to whoever helped us. Oh, I don't like this. We stand up, scanning this area for hiding places, and then we look over our shoulder at Sandor. We look back at the figure by our feet. We look over our shoulder at Sandor, and that's our turn.
Red Ilia's finally got sight back. Gonna use your bonus action to dash.
Don't worry, we'll change that soon.
I'm sure you will. Back cure. A weird dream Cure's having. First hit is a 24.
Does not hit. Haste is a hell of a drug.
Second is a natural 20.
I'm sure that hits.
Attack. $42 points of
42 points of what?
piercing damage. And you need to make a constitution saving throw.
All right. My sword is drawn this time, so I make my saves with advantage. $21.
21. So 12 points of poison.
Of poison, you said?
Yep.
Checking something. Oh, that's unfortunate. All right. How many points of poison?
12.
12.
You all set?
In damage? Yeah.
Okay. I didn't want to rush you on maths.
Yep, no worries.
Oh, that's your turn. Macklin, you're up.
Okay, can spells that are cast through the vestiges be, dropped after they've been cast?
Yeah.
Okay, then I would like to drop the Zone of Silence, since our quarry just got away. Is that an action?
No, I'll give it to you for free.
Okay, I'd like to stow the Condemner. Is that a free action?
Yes.
Okay. Is drawing a weapon a bonus action?
Yeah, you're running out of. Yeah,
Okay.
drawing your weapon. At this point, drawing a weapon will be a bonus action.
Okay, yeah, because I'm trying to move out of range and into melee. Alright, and I just want to start stabbing the shit out of this homunculus.
Okay.
Let's see. They're still blind. Is that advantage?
Yes.
So that's 30 34. 34 to hit.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Okay. What is a rapier? D8? Yes. Alright, so that's going to start off at 11 points of piercing, and then I'll roll sneak attack. That's an additional 27 points of piercing damage from sneak attack. Does
What
it
was the
catch
first?
fire? It was the first
Okay.
was 11.
at 37 points of sneak attack.
Yep.
And it does 1d6 extra damage die of fire damage.
4 points of fire damage.
It does not catch fire, but definitely looks singed and burned, and this thing is not doing great. And flailing wildly at you is it's just trying to get the attacks to stop.
Okay. I'm going to risk an opportunity attack, seeing that Cure is flanked. That's one. How much feet of movement do I have? Alright, is it possible to move, attack, move, or when I attack, do I have to use both of my attacks at once?
No, you can move, attack, move.
Alright, in that case, I'm going to risk an opportunity attack to get a little closer, to try to flank behind Cure and attack this one here.
Yeah, she's definitely gonna try. That's a it's a 15.
That's going to be a miss.
Okay.
Alright, make an attack at this one. Blue one. That's a 32 to hit.
32 definitely hits.
Okay. That is 15 points of piercing damage. And does this thing do the extra d6 on all of these homunculi?
Yep.
Alright, so I'll just roll 2 points of fire damage.
Alrighty.
Alright, and I'll just call after Cure. On your back! And that is turn.
Orange is not a fan of that. Here to make her attacks. First attack is a 24 to hit.
I'm going to use a reaction to cast shield.
Okay.
That's going to bring my AC up to 26.
Alrighty. Alright, so is that just one attack or is
It's
it
until the start of my next turn?
okay, so both attacks bounce uselessly off of your shield.
Excellent.
Jump off into the woods and go hide.
Oh, no, melee range.
Okay, I'm up.
Nope. Hold on.
All right.
I've got a feeling that he's gonna go hunting that. So I just needed to remember down what the actual. Now you're up.
Okay. Having seen where Sandor went, I'm going to glance quickly at Macklin. He went inside the tree. Tab's in there with him. See if you can gather up and hold the entrance. And I'm just going to race into the tree and prompt opportunity attacks against me.
Okay. Misses. Second one misses. Don't have a high enough to hit when I. But the fact that you have haste in mind. Oh.
Oh, where am I entering from?
Right there.
Perfect. Thank you.
Welcome, this lovely hole in the ground.
All right.
Hold on, I gotta switch over to the other map to make sure you're there too. Okay, no, you're not. Welcome to the hole in the ground.
It's lovely.
And that's about what you see.
Okay. Quick glance around. Do I note Tab's condition?
Roll a perception check.
No, I don't.
We don't look terrible. I mean, you don't know.
I'm
But it
going
wouldn't
to
be
use
obvious.
my bonus action to cast. Ooh. Oh, shoot. Nope, can't do that. Oh, interesting. Sorry, the shift between things really kind of tossed my plans up into the air. Macklin said that he was high in intellect but low in wisdom.
Yes.
All right.
Rather,
I'm-
that here's what he actually said. He had a lower wisdom than Macklin.
Then I'm going to use my action. Instead of attacking, I'm going to try a command.
Okay.
I'm going to point my sword at his sword and demand he drop.
Post the spell description.
He makes a wisdom save, and if he fails, he immediately drops his sword.
He's gonna use legendary resistance to not drop his sword.
All right, one down. And he's archfey, so he's not undead. All right, I'm going to use my hasted action to attack, which I believe is just a single attack.
He is undead.
It is undead, even better.
What?
Holy Avenger Undead is up, and because I have my Vow of Enmity against him, I have advantage. 24 to hit.
24 definitely hits.
Okay, that is, I'm going to pump a level 2 smite into that. And I remember he gets an extra D8 because he's undead. All right, so total of 10 magical slashing.
Okay.
And 61 radiant.
Yeah, Tab as Cure comes in like a
Came in like a
avenging
wrecking ball?
angel.
Can we even tell that it's cured, or do we just see light?
Cure, the purple wings give it away.
Oh, that would do it. But
And then just a lightning flash of purple energy.
I think Sondor just realized you don't fuck with us.
And after dealing that strike against them through gritted teeth, I'm going to say, "Good evening, Sondor. The Tal'Dorei send their regards."
He's gonna
And-
grin at you as he grips his sword a little tighter. How is my daughter?
I take a moment to think about that. The first one that came to mind is not really a pleasant comeback.
He's going to use legendary action. Yeah, he's gonna hit you.
Go for it.
Uh, 26.
On the money.
Okay. $68 points of necrotic damage.
All right. Have because I have resistance.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
All right. At advantage. 21.
So you're going to lose that amount of damage off the top of your.
Got it. After I weather that blow, which was an impressive blow, I'm just going to bark out a little bit of laughter. An imp a quarter of your size did more damage to me.
Okay, so. Green here is confused as to what the hell is going on. Super confused, and is just going to try to clear their eyes of the blindness. And fail. Blue here is going to move up to flanking with Macklin.
Please, ladies, there's enough of me to go around.
Macklin, can you please make an opportunity attack?
I've already used my reaction.
This needs to be punished severely. It's a double one.
Okay. If you say so, DM.
They had advantage, still rolled a 1.
Oh, they rolled double ones?
Yeah.
Oh,
oh,
no.
a lot of that going around this week.
That's awful.
I've been there.
That's a 19 on die, so that's a 34.
Yeah,
15,
that hits.
34.
Yeah.
Skadoosh. So that's just gonna be a D10. No, a D8. Diamond. $11 points of piercing damage and 1 point of fire. Small bush.
Exactly. Yes. Yes. V. You don't have to react. She tripped into your blade. It's not wrong.
Malcolm's feeling very popular right now.
Pale imitations of the real thing.
They
I'm
look
not
pretty
sure
much like
if
Ilya.
She's referencing Ilya or the Holy Avenger or herself.
Oh, for that I was referencing Ilya.
Jacqueline is surrounded by Ilias right now. I think here is just going to try to not be blind anymore.
The second one, you mean the pink one? They can't. It's at the end of my turn.
Oh, at the end of your turn. I mean,
Yep.
never mind. She's not going to do shit. B, you're up.
Okay, instead of running and carrying off and hunting purple right now, because flanking, I'm going to take flanking on orange over here. And
Oh, flanking train right there.
yeah,
It just keeps happening.
oh, you're gonna have a whole like huge line. It would have been ridiculous. Yes. And attack with whatever sword I'm using. Strike from the shadows. There we go. So I get my sneak attack dice because flanking. And let's see what I get to hit. That is a 27 to hit.
Yep. 27 definitely hits.
Great. One second, it's math. And that's 45 for damage. And the first 11 were piercing. And a shadow of me is left behind, dealing half of the damage, rounded up again. Yes.
You already calculate that or no?
45 in half rounded up is 23.
Okay. I didn't know if you included that into the 45 number or not.
No, I had not.
Okay.
Wow, you just did like 60 something damage to that fucking thing.
And I have not used my bonus action, so I would like to attack with my other hand. Yay. This one's going to be much less impressive. It's just dagger.
Dagger, dagger, dagger.
If I manage to hit, of course. That's 19 to hit.
Okay. 19 hits.
And I don't have a D4 out. I'm just gonna roll it in D&D Beyond. That's 7 additional. That's my turn.
Okay.
No, that homunculus did not have a good day.
It's a very bad day.
Join the club.
Alrighty. Awesome.
Jawsin is gonna like move up to like here, so and it's gonna center a fireball around this one right here, hitting these three. So red, blue, and green all need to make dexterity saving throws.
They're also going to use evasion.
Sounds good.
Blue succeeds. No damage. The other two fail.
$32 fire. Do the math however you want to do it. Behaves and stuffs.
Arena's just getting pummeled and they're not even doing anything to you guys.
Yeah, I didn't blind them this time. I could have used Sunbeam, but hey, whatever. Whatevs. I wanted to hit 3. And everybody seems to be fine. So yeah, that's Jocelyn's turn. Hold reliable. Jocelyn learned his lesson. Next time it will be sunbeams all around.
Okay. Inside the tree. First it's Sondor, then Tab, you're on deck.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Yeah, you did radiant damage, so see him try to summon the vines to him, but they don't come.
Oh, don't worry. I hear that's a problem most men your age have to endure.
Oof.
He's gonna glare at you, and then he's gonna hit you. That is another 26.
That's appropriate.
Bitch slap.
You really just need to step outside just so I can cast Shield of Faith on you and you can run back in.
So 76 points of necrotic damage.
76, you said?
Yep.
So 38.
And Constitution saving throw.
24.
All right, you make it.
Whew. I'm
Just barely.
I like lift my mask and spit some blood off to the side and kind of sway on my feet a little.
Tab, you're up.
Okay. The hole in the tree that we came down in, did we have to go down to get into it, or did we just sort of step?
Just sort of step.
Okay, cool.
It's big enough for Sondor to walk in gracefully, so it's decent size.
Extremely fair. 50 feet of movement to get there. I'm now using my calculator not to calculate damage, but to keep track of my movement because there's too much of it. And stab.
Yep.
Wait for roll 20 to roll the stabbing. Wait, we turned advantage off. Let me stab again, just for fun. Okay, so not a crit, but a 34.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. 39 points of magical piercing. Can we see out the hole? Can we see whether any of the party is out there? Can we
Yeah.
hear the party?
Yeah, you can more or less see and hear them.
How bad does Cure look?
I'm like a boxer who's about 8 rounds into 12.
Okay. Well, that's better than we thought. That's good. Cool. Okay. Shimmy around, poke our head out of the hole. Hello, can you come in here? Just to the group at large.
Working on it.
You might want to hurry. And then we will. So there's the rest of our movement. Gets us here. Um. Could we? $25 movement. We use an action try to pick her up and carry. No, she's huge, isn't she? She's also enormous.
Certainly try.
Yeah, we'll try. You want athletics or what would you like to do?
Yeah, athletics.
Try. Okay. Asking for more help.
Is the tall lady. No,
Yeah.
but you manage it. You know what? You got this.
Apparently.
You got a fireman carry going.
Yeah. Weird.
It's
Okay.
very effective. Somehow you became an emergency medic. You're not quite sure when or how, but somewhere in there.
Yeah. And then we're bonus action dashing just to get her. Like we don't have anything left to hide with. But yeah, we're just sort of tucking in where she's a little farther away from being stabbed in the face. That's our turn.
Sounds good. All right, Red here. You know, V, you look lonely.
I do.
I'm gonna come dance with you. Attacks, unfortunately. First one is a 20. Does a 20 hit?
Did John come back from BRB?
Oh, I guess not.
I think his AC is
20 hits.
20 hits. Okay. Sorry about that. The reason I thought that was V anyway, so. But still. It stands. You've been doing a lot of damage. It's about time you got. And then the second one is a 9.
What was the damage on the first one?
Oh, sorry. I was rolling the attacks together and then I rolled it in.
Oh, no, that's fine. Yeah, 9 does not hit. Obviously.
Okay, so 9 points of piercing damage.
Drazen just goes,
And 15 points more of piercing damage. And then I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
21.
11 points of poison damage.
He kind of just coughs. As his hand is glowing with radiant energy and he kind of points at it.
Jacqueline, you're at a very fun party, surrounded by ladies.
And I'm getting called away too. This is awful. Alright, I'm going to see if I can take advantage of this one going toe-to-toe with V. Gonna try to attack Orange.
Okay.
$27 hit.
27 definitely hits.
Okay. Need a second. $37 points of piercing damage. Sorry, no.
It's dead.
Okay,
Yes.
it's dead. Whoosh, fire goes, happens, boom. This one over blue. I'm going to bonus action disengage. And, just gesture at V. Watch my back! We need to get in there! Carefully! And I will chase after the hole in the tree.
Okay.
Using 20 feet of movement to get to there. Oh, I've moved. Do I appear near Cure? Ah, thank you.
Yeah, as far as there.
Alright, I see a crater. I see a Sondor. Do I know if Hold Person will work against Sondor?
Second, let me just double check. You get the feeling it probably won't.
Probably won't. Okay. In that case. Have I used up all of my movement to get here?
You said 20 feet and then 10 feet, so that's that.
Okay. Just see real quick. So that's the full 30 feet of movement?
Yes.
Okay. That's action to attack. That's bonus action. Oh, I have a dagger. I can throw a dagger at him. I'm trying to throw a dagger at him. Does a 17 hit?
No.
The dagger does not land.
No. It lands, kind of bounces off a little bit off to the side.
Alright, that's my turn.
Okay. Dead. Running. Fucking. Okay. Reroll 20 didn't do. You're up.
So after that last hit, time abruptly lurched back into place with such force that I am momentarily confused, and that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Yeah, he's gonna take advantage of that momentary confusion to hit you. Or maybe not. 25 to hit.
25 hits. I no longer have my AC bonus.
All right, 61 points necrotic.
So that would be 30. I don't believe I save.
Nope, you do not. So it comes off the top of your HP max.
That one brought me to my knee.
Yes. All right. You still up or?
I'm still up. Probably not for long.
Your turn. Queen finally can see again. Kind of wishes she couldn't. Who's gonna move here? Does a 16 hit?
No.
Okay.
I'm shocked. Let me assure you.
That one doesn't hit. The next one doesn't hit. So she flashes out at you a few times, but you parry both of them. You can find Willis. You're up.
Okay, well, in that she attacked me. Yeah, as much as I want to follow everyone into the tree, Jocelyn may not be able to get there from here. So,
Yeah, I just love how everybody left the magic caster outside all by himself.
He's got
Right?
legs. He can walk.
And a rogue.
You were summoned?
Yes,
We were
but there are enemies out here.
Yeah,
Bring him along. It'll be a party in the USA.
There's plenty of room in here. It's fine.
It's very roomy.
Spacious.
I'm not gonna lie.
It sounds like they're trying to sell me a vacation.
It's even got an interesting art exhibit in the middle.
Such a compelling vacation, you won't be able to go back home.
Yeah, because you'll be dead.
You'll
So I
scare off the
attacked
customers.
this blue Ilya over here.
Okay. Roll your attack.
Okay. And still using Strike from the Shadows, so that's a 23 to hit.
23 definitely hits.
Alright, I no longer have advantage because Macklin is gone. Dang it, Macklin.
And you don't have sneak attack either.
Yes. So I guess I'm just gonna roll it straight here, which is ugh. I hate it when I roll one of my damage dice. That's an 8. I'm not gonna burn a charge to half that again. And then again with the dagger as my secondary offhand attack here. And that's a 29 to hit, so that hit, and I just need to roll damage. And damage is again an 8. So.
Doesn't.
All right. So, with this red one who decided to come stand in front of me, they're gonna realize how much of a mistake that was. And a nice little straight moving path. This V, I really
Right
hate.
through V.
Yeah. You're gonna have to take it. I mean, I could hit all 3 of them.
I think orange is dead.
Orange is dead. There's blue, pink, and which is gonna be worse.
Right. Oh well, at least you can, possibly make sure I survive it.
Yeah, don't worry, I'll heal you. Which I think is gonna happen. Jozin's gonna turn the corner just like that, just like he's gonna do. He's gonna look at the radiant damage and he's gonna say, how about a little cold instead? And he's gonna cast Cone of Cold. And that is a Constitution saving throw.
Natural 20 for red. Natural 20 for blue.
But
We've come full circle.
I don't like these guys.
And 18 for
2. That's 46 points of cold damage, and it would be half for those who succeeded.
Can I use uncanny dodge?
No, it's not a dexterity saving throw, it's a constitution saving throw.
Dang it. Huh. It's not telling me that it has to be dex when I'm reading it in D&D Beyond, but I'll accept your ruling.
Uncanny dodge is attack rolls. Evasion is dex saves.
Which is the one I was thinking of, sorry. So, no, you cannot use it.
Okay.
And then I will burn a 2nd level healing word, and I'll heal V immediately after.
And that puts me back at max or to a certain extent?
You heal 15 points.
$15? Okay.
Yep.
Just making sure I heard you right. It was cutting in and out on my end.
With that, it's Jocelyn's turn.
I failed the con save, Macklin. I tried. I got an 8.
I'm referring to what's happening inside of the tree fight club.
Well,
It's all attacks. It's all attack rolls, yes, and also all con saves.
not my fault, you guys.
Not going into that tree until the con saves are over.
There are so many con saves.
Yep, and Jozin's not going into the tree until he knows that he's not going to get attacked from behind, so.
cool. So he didn't take radiant damage this round. So you see the vines come out and wrap around him, healing him. Yeah, no, he's gonna hit Kior again because Kior's right in front of him.
Yeah.
Kior, make an attack roll.
As he swings and I kind of lurch to the side and drive my sword up into him. Oh, it's only a 15.
Yeah, 15 doesn't hit, but
That's fine. It looks like it was a very spur of the moment strike.
yep. Guys just kind of whiff each other.
They're both getting tired.
Tab, you're up.
All right, our charge safely, well, who knows about safely, but at least at some distance stashed, will come just flying out of, not literally flying, that has to be clarified in this game, metaphorically flying out of the underbrush using our full movement around and paste. Park in there and stab.
Yeah, it definitely hits.
2. Oh, that's a bad roll. Wow, that's such a terrible roll. That's embarrassing. 30 points of magical piercing damage. Yeah, that hurts my soul. And we're gonna look over at Macklin. Should we go get the others or stay here?
Oh man. Oh jeez.
If Macklin looks undecided, we will make our own decision.
He glances at Cure. She's not doing well. Drag her out of here if you have to.
I can do this all day.
No. We also granted cure. We don't think we're allowed to do that. And we will offhand strike with our dagger at Sandor. Turn off charger, turn off sneak attack, see if we can still hit. 25.
Yep.
7 non-magical piercing damage. And then we, does he seem to have noticed that we exist?
He's definitely like glanced in your direction.
Okay. Then we're gonna back up. We could just go smash the battery. Kick some stuff at him.
Is that a question?
It was not a question, it was
a goad.
Yeah.
He laughs at you. You can.
Doesn't seem to have taken.
Go ahead.
And then since he seems to have declined to try to take our head off, we'll just bounce back in and continue to harry him.
Okay.
That's our turn.
All right. Red isn't done with you, Jocelyn, and is going to attack you. And probably miss. Yeah, 12 does not hit.
12 does not hit.
Yeah, the cold settled into her hands, and she's a little slow and a little Hands shaking, and she just didn't land it. Macklin, you're up.
I'm up?
Yep.
Alright. Alright, I'm gonna use free action to stow away the rapier. Bonus action to grab the condemner. And I don't have enough action to actually load it. Gonna move. Nope, that won't work. That might. Alright, I'm going to plead with Cure to get her to back the fuck out of this. Cure, we need you alive.
That would be a very preferable state of being.
Please disengage. And with
Can we add no. Badu's right over there. Can you get her on her feet? Eyeing Cure, since we don't know if Macklin can do anything like that.
I'm not sure if I have enough time to answer before my next turn.
okay, so that's free action, stow, bonus action to draw, movement, and then using alchemist fire. That's an action, a full action to do, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just look at the rules on alchemist fire right quick. Improvised weapon attack. Range attack. Okay. Alright, you remember that red egg that I found in hell?
Yeah.
I'm gonna lob it at Sondor. And hope that it hits.
Okie dokie.
So that's gonna be an improvised attack. So is that just attack straight with dex?
It's a thrown weapon attack.
Thrown weapon attack, okay.
You're proficient with thrown weapons, I think.
Okay, that's a 16 on die. If it's dex, that's a plus 10. So that's a 26 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Alright, I hit him in the head with an egg. It says it's alchemist fire, so that's a d4 fire damage.
But it looks extremely cool.
It's not a piercing weapon, so I don't get sneak attack. On a hit, the target takes 1d4 fire damage at the start of each of its turns.
Yeah. The goose sticks to him and starts to burn.
Okay, cool. That's turn.
GG. When we have moved into improvising by shooting things, or sorry, throwing eggs at things, you know we're in trouble.
Sure, you're up.
Who's up?
I think you're up.
Thank you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I got clipped. All right, pulling myself to my feet. So long as I'm holding his attention, he's not spending his attention on anyone else. And I'm going to Yeah. I'm going to I'm going to do a Kylo Ren fist bump to the chest to pump myself up and give myself 80 points from lay on hands.
Okay.
But your maximum HP is what you have right now.
Oh, yeah, I'm still below it.
You're below your max HP?
Yeah.
I think I misunderstood the lethality of these attacks.
You're past some of her con checks. So
Oh, cool.
at least
I also
one or
came
two.
in with like 200 health, so
Yeah.
I can afford to tank some.
I was just gonna say, I mean, Jawson himself's at 170 hit points, so I imagine Cure is somewhere close to that.
God dang. Okay. Well, I'm relieved.
Yeah, so I steady myself. I get back on my feet. I hold my shield up and hold my sword at the ready. Come on, is that the best you can do? And that's my turn, because lay on hands is an action.
Here he goes. Well, let's just see. Back. That'll be a 28 to hit.
Oh god, he was rolling low before.
He's been rolling mediocre. Okay, so it's 83 points of necrotic damage.
All right, I take 41.
Con save.
$24.
Just make it.
All right, I'm holding. I'm buckling under every one of those blows, but I'm holding.
Queen can finally see. He's gonna go 1,000. All right, so first one is a 23 to hit.
23 hits.
One is a 24 to hit.
24 hits. Hold on. I forgot I have things.
Oh crap! How did you fall off my list? No, legendary action. Sorry.
Oh,
Tab.
okay. Thank you.
So actually for the first one, I'm gonna use shield.
Okay.
And so the first one misses. The second one does hit with a 24.
Okie dokie. So that's 9 piercing.
Okay.
14 piercing.
Okay.
And Constitution saving throw.
That's a 12.
24 poison damage.
Okay.
Blue is going to attack me.
As blue does.
Does. Second one misses. First one is a 20 to hit.
That hits.
4 points of piercing.
Resistance to piercing.
Let's half to 2.
Oh shit, that's right. I am have the piercing.
Oh, good to know for the future.
That's right.
Then 10 points of piercing, half to 5. I'll need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I hate con.
Oh.
Gosh darn it, nat 1.
Yeah, I definitely passed my concentration check.
$21 points of poison damage.
I also have resistance to poison from my cloak of arachnida here.
Yes, you do.
Alright, so that was 21, right?
Yep, so it'll be 10.
Okay. You have to hit me, Jocelyn.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
They're hitting me enough.
Of
Gosh.
blank for you. 20. Both hit.
Dang it.
First is 7 points of piercing.
Okay, and is that halved or am I having?
That you're gonna do the math on that. That's 4.
Yep. Okay.
Oh, that dice is gone forever. Then 12 points of piercing, so 6. And then make another Constitution saving throw.
That is an 18.
So 26 half to 13 points of poison damage.
And then halved again, or just halved once?
Just have once.
Half once to 13.
I was wondering if the resistance halved it, even if I made the save, but yeah.
Oh, sorry, you made the save. Oh,
I made the save.
what did you roll for your save? I thought you said 13.
18.
18. Okay, sorry about that then.
That's
yeah.
okay.
In that case, it's halved again.
Okay, so it's 7.
7. Yeah.
Excellent.
That's a good cloak.
I like this cloak.
It's a good
Yeah.
cloak.
It's a real good cloak. It's one of my favorites. See how awesome that cloak was. Fighting spore monsters. Anyway, your turn, B.
Okay, speaking of said awesome cloak.
Wait.
Yes?
Did we really fall off the initiative order now?
No. I don't believe so.
Why?
Because Sonder was going at count 0 and we were going first.
Right. Me and V haven't gone yet. Me and V are at the bottom of the initiative board.
Sonder's turn was legendary action. I'm sorry, brain not functional. So sorry.
No worries.
Okay, so I am going to use cloak to cast web in a 20-foot radius around where I am currently standing.
Okay.
And then I am going to Misty Step the heck out of here once I...
Nice.
Oh, thank goodness.
I mean, they're probably going to make their dex saves because that's how my luck goes, but... I may have just realized that web is now at will instead of, causing more problems. And it is a 20-foot cube.
You're in a circle because that's what I got.
That works. As long as they're in it, and then I cannot be.
What's the DC for the dex save?
13, I think.
Oh yeah, they both succeed.
I figured. But it was distracting, right?
Yep.
And I'm not flanked.
You are no longer flanked. Right.
We really have to step in the way of everything I'm going to do right now.
I am out of your way if you want to hit all 4 of them at once.
No,
Out of my way.
because it's a cone of cold, I can only hit 3 of them that way. I was
Well-
gonna hit these 2 with a sunbeam, and you got right in my way. Actually, no, you know what? You know
What are you talking about, Willis? Also, the webs are flammable, so there's that.
I don't need to set. If I set things on fire, there's reasons I don't set things on fire right now. Yeah, I think I'm gonna blast these 3 here with cone of cold. So pink, blue, and red.
Okay.
And that is Constitution saving throw.
You know, if I counted beforehand, I could have appeared right beside you. It would have been hilarious.
They all fail.
They all fail. Even better. Let's make this one count. One, 2, 3. That's 34. Oh. Sorcery points. Ooh, that's really good. That's 10, 16, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So that is 50 points of cold damage.
I like this plan.
And any person who dies is frozen.
They're all frozen.
They're all frozen. And
Holy
then
shit.
Jozin's gonna do that slow turn over to green. And just say, I would take this one chance I'm gonna give you to run. And I would run. And that's
Persuasion check.
Persuasion. I'm good at those. That is a 25.
Okay. Her beneath her sword and lean away from you. She can't run until her turn, but
She's
she's
just
strong. You get the vibe. You hear her sword sheathed. You hear her kind of slowly taking a step onto her back foot.
Jozin nods with, that's a very good decision you've just made. And he's actually, where she's now not in the threatening gesture, he's going to take his movement forward.
For the record, V is kind of pouting because Jozin's letting them go now.
Just one. Literally just one.
Also, purple. Purple got away too.
You know, I really don't give a shit about purple.
I figured.
This is more of the, my friends are in trouble. I'm getting fucking agitated right now. Moving forward. Oh, and of course, in his hand, a bright glow of radiant energy continues to glow. Welcome to Jozin's turn.
All right. Well, Gondor's not creative. He is going to hit Cure again.
You son of a bitch. Start being creative, would you?
No, don't be creative. Keep attacking me.
23 to hit.
23 does not hit.
Okay. He brings down his sword, and you block it.
Shove it off to the side.
Yeah.
Okay, that was the end. I'm so that was the end of his turn. The reason I was obsessing was because I would like to use this bit of my weirdo Frankenstein build to at the end of his turn zip over next to Macklin.
Okay.
Healing potion. Do you have a healing potion?
Yes, I do. I don't have time to pass off healing potion. I have to wait for my turn, right?
Yeah. Dex check for what?
The goo, the flaming goo.
Oh. No. Yes.
DC 10. Okay, he puts it out.
Yes, he does.
He takes 1d4 fire damage, but then he puts it out.
Yeah. Just wipes it off his cheek and flicks it at Cure's shield.
That's why he missed me.
Parley. So yes, I inform Tab that I do indeed have a bottle somewhere on my person.
Can we take action or bonus action or free action or whatever it would be to dig into Macklin's bag and try to extract the healing potion?
Yes, as your bonus action, you can pickpocket Macklin.
Awesome.
What?
Bonus action.
This is bullshit!
Do we need to roll a sleight of hand check, Macklin? Are you fighting us?
Macklin's, both of his hands are occupied as he's trying to load a bolt into the condemner. You have picked the best time to pickpocket him.
Let's see.
As you rummage through Macklin's pockets, like a kid looking for like a crisp quarter to go play at the arcade.
Oh,
Careful, I'm
it's
ticklish.
not as smooth as it could have been. We're sorry. We didn't. We'll remember that later, but not now. We'll be back.
Okay.
So 65 feet of movement to get over there. Oh no, we're gonna come short of action, so that's fine with Tab. Pour down Vodder's throat.
Okay.
Remaining 15 feet of movement to get there. Realize we're gonna come up short and we'll burn our other action to get back, tuck back in next to Sondor and like stab at him a little bit, but we have no actions left to actually stab at him, so it's cosmetic stabbing only.
Cosmetic stabbing only. Okay,
Fainting.
sure.
We have so much speed because we have mobile and we have haste up still. And we are a rogue. So sometimes it's dash action, sometimes it's cunning action, sometimes it's but our base speed right now is absurd. And that's our turn.
Okay. Macklin, after your pockets are rifled through.
All right, I'm gonna try to. Let's see. I don't have an advantage on him, do I?
Yeah, you do. He's flanking. He's flanked. He is thoroughly flanked.
But from a range?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna try to put a cold iron bolt in his chest.
Oh, the one Ilya gave you?
Yep, that one.
Okie dokie. Yep.
Just a warning. Anyone who's standing in Jocelyn's way is getting hit with sunbeam.
Nice.
As long as it's not V again.
Why couldn't you be one more? So it's a 19 on die for a total of 34 to hit.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Okay, so Condemner's base damage is D10 plus 5. 10 points of magical piercing. 4 points of poison. And then sneak attack. 12 25 points of sneak attack damage.
Take all of your dice. Actually,
Like my whole jar?
no, not the whole jar. That would be great. That would be a hilarious thing to do. No.
It's all ones across the board.
So however many, what the amount is, whatever the max damage is, add it on top of whatever you rolled.
Max damage for all the die I just rolled?
Yes.
Oh god.
Brutal crit.
Do you have the original number?
No.
Give me one
Muttered
sec
numbers, but you didn't actually give me the.
Oh damn. Okay, give me a sec. Oh, I still have him right here. Okay.
Are you blowing him up?
Cold iron bolt.
Like it.
Okay, so we're starting at 44, and then I'm just taking the maximum of all these die? Okay.
Why in the world didn't you do this at the beginning?
He's undead, right?
Yep.
Okay, so that 94 points of damage becomes 96 points of damage.
Okay. So, here's what happens. Knock that bolt and condemner. Hit him with it. And the bolt sinks in. It sinks in really good. It's a good shot. And then you see a crown of fire form around his head and just tighten as what looks like necrotic energy, but it's not quite right, not quite necrotic, crawls across his body, completely turns him to ash.
I repeat, why didn't you do that at the beginning?
Bolt and all.
That's a good question.
Kyora's swaying on her feet and just staring at the pile of ash.
Is he dead?
I'm not sure.
Oh, we're not.
I poke the ash with my sword.
As he revives.
Yo, God!
Full HP.
Just kind of push some ash around with the tip of my sword.
Does he drop his gear?
Don't see any specific gear drop, but you can, as Kyora's poking through the ash, you see a couple of shiny things.
All right, we should do something. We should check on the others. What's going on out there? That's turn.
Okay. Kyora, you're up.
Jeez. That changes a whole lot of stuff. I'm gonna peek outside of the opening. Are there any more Ilias up and running around?
And as you peek outside the opening, you see which ones you.
Pink, blue, and red are frozen.
Several of them have been frozen to death. One looks like about ready to bolt into the forest.
Oh boy. About how far away from me is the one that looks ready to bolt?
30 feet.
Okay. Yeah. I'm going to Misty Step.
Okay.
Counterspell. 4th level.
Oh, it is verbal. Well, I suppose that gets counterspelled.
Leave it alone, Cure.
Then I'm gonna just walk the 30 feet. I do have to pass by Josen.
He'd put his hand on you and he'd say, leave it alone, Cure.
I'll shrug it off. Not after what my wife has been through.
Sometimes these decisions aren't yours, and this is the one that I've made this time.
You let her go.
Mm-hmm.
She's gone. I'm catching her. And oh boy. Yeah, I'm going to attack. 27 to hit.
27 definitely hits.
10 slashing and 30 radiant. Oh, that's not right. Sorry, the radiant thing was still up. Oh. 17 radiant. She's still up?
Yeah.
Second attack. 26 to hit.
Yeah.
And this time it's correct. 10 slashing and 24 radiant.
Yeah, she's dead now.
He looks secure. We lost another one off that way. Points. Vaguely this direction.
I'm going to turn and narrow my eyes through my mask in that direction. And that's it for my turn.
Daughter sits up as she comes to. Against a tree. Kind of looking around. A little wary, a little confused. So, there's no more enemies on the field, so you guys are officially out of combat.
Josen's gonna go into the tree.
We're going to zoom back over to Vader. We'll stop at a respectful distance. Just see how she's doing. Are you all right?
I feel like I've gotten my ass kicked, but I'll...
What are you doing here?
holding up my end of a bargain.
What does that mean? For you, here? Know what it means in general?
They were keeping people here. Were.
Now only keeping you?
Hey,
Can you leave now? Or are you still stuck? Because of the bargain, even though he's gone?
I'm not stuck because of that. I'm stuck because of that. She points to the crystal.
I think we'll fix that. Maybe. Probably.
When we start to destroy this thing, is it going to harm you?
Nods to you.
Of course. I think perhaps a curse removal can fix that. I wonder if Chosen can help with that. Stay put, rest up, and I'll see, where are my compatriots?
We told them to come in and they didn't.
I'm walking in the tree, so.
Macklin will be walking toward you as you arrive.
We'll go back to standing at a respectful distance. Not quite as defiant as we were before, but sort of still at the ready. Not against anything, good, just ready.
Jocelyn will step in. Does he feel the energy of the crystal?
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
This one feels old and powerful. More powerful than the other ones you felt.
Jocelyn's gonna do something weird. He's gonna walk up to the crystal. And he's gonna see if he can absorb it.
What?
Hey.
I
Put your
am.
hands on either side of the crystal.
I am Vecna.
Feel the energy flow into you.
I walk in through the doorway.
Does it have the same effect on me as it had before and restores?
This one is stronger and yours.
Jocelyn, are you certain you know what you're doing?
All of your spell slots, but use. Not even that bad. Take 25 points of necrotic damage, but you regain all your spell slots.
Wow. Wow. Okay. He kind of grunts and groans, and you kind of see these lacerations form in his skin, but he looks kind of rejuvenated.
So, like, necrotic damage, is it like black veins showing up on him? Can we see anything that's him getting hurt by this? Aside from the lacerations?
Yes. It looks like the energy is being sucked out of him.
Out
And
of
how does
him?
the battery look?
Looks fine.
Jocelyn, it's killing you. What are you doing?
Hold on one second. I was doing it to restore some of my spell slots because in order to assist with anything that I can, as I heard your conversation as I was walking in, I'm going to need the energy to do so.
He's gonna look him over, just gonna follow him, and you're sure you're all right, though?
We're gonna step in the way here a little bit. Not to be clear, not brandishing our rapier at Jocelyn, just kind of stepping into the way. Where did it come from? The energy? Is it really souls?
I believe so, yes.
And you took it?
I took whatever energy I could, yes.
Tab is a little, is it lost for words, but doesn't look super happy.
Jocelyn's gonna go move around Tab.
You're welcome to try.
Is Tab gonna step in front of him again?
Yeah.
Are you going to let me free your friend, or would you prefer her to stay here, being cursed to this?
We don't know what you did.
Jazen kind of, well, I share some of the same things that my apparent father have, and in order to be able to free anyone, just like anyone else, I had to get energy somehow, and this is the only way that I'd be able to do it.
We'll glance back at Vader very briefly, trying to get her read on.
Roll an insight check.
I mean, we suspect that being who she is, she may have some unique perspectives, but so it's a nat 1 and it's also a 20. Do with that what you see as you will.
She looks more tired and injured and wanting to be done with this. Like when you make a promise and it seems like it's gonna be a really awesome idea, and then get to the end of the thing and you're just like, I'm just done.
Oh, we know a little bit about that, don't we? We'll aside that's like expression remains sort of that conflicted at a loss, but it's not our decision.
John steps forward. So you're bound to the whatever the thing is. I take it. Can I make an Arcana check? I'm trying to see what type of spell I could use to remove the curse. Or to sever the tie without obviously killing the person.
I think you'd have to use Greater Restoration, maybe like a more powerful version of Greater Restoration. Basically, you're going to have to upcast Greater Restoration.
Okay, yeah, I could do that. I will use Greater Restoration at level 8.
You take a moment and you center yourself. Feel the ties, and they are complicated and dark. They're sticky. But with the power you're putting behind this Greater Restoration, you manage to disconnect.
Jazen kind of sits back after using such a powerful spell, and I mean, he's absolutely obliterated and tired as it is. He looks at her and he's like, do you need healing as well? You should be separated from the crystal.
I need to go back to my people. Dance.
Did you say she disappears?
I said she stands.
Oh, okay. Jazen will help her up the best that he can. Kind of uses...
Very tall.
Lets her use him as like a freaking pole so she can stand. He's like, he'll look at her and he's like, I do have teleportation I can try to help you with.
No, as long as I can, I'll just walk out of here and my people.
Jazen nods. Very well.
Can I roll an insight check on her?
Sure.
See if she can actually get out of here alive. That's a 24.
24. It seems like she might have skills that she does not want to show you all. That, yes, she will be able to get out of here. But she isn't going to tell you how.
Okay, Macklin nods and turns away, and she'll be fine. She's strong. We should focus on this and get home as quickly as possible.
Yes,
I see no reason to linger.
can we please destroy this thing and be done with it?
It's a big one, isn't it?
Old one, very powerful.
Question remains is, can we destroy it?
I go up and hit it with my sword.
Okay, sure. Roll an attack.
29 to hit.
29 to hit. You see, as you bury your sword into it, it looks like it does even more damage than you had expected. As cracks form in it. Maybe because it's old. Maybe because it's not attached to anyone anymore.
Oh, that's the trick.
Well, I'm going to end up. I'm going to keep hitting it, especially since I see it kind of crumble a bit.
Yep. It only takes 3-4 hits before it dissolves.
Well, I was just gonna hit it with a disintegrate, but that works.
Save your strength. Cure has some pent-up aggression to check out, it seems.
I kind of squint down at the remains of the soul battery.
Speaking of pent-up aggression, you had any news from the Shadowfell?
I looked at Cure, and I looked to Jaws, and I looked at Tab, and... News from the Shadowfell lab. No, I don't think we have.
Aside from the fact that Vecna has lost his queen.
Oh, yes, is that would be well known by now.
Not as well known as you might think.
Well, Vecna has lost his queen.
Isn't that interesting?
It's certainly a topic of conversation.
She isn't lost. You didn't just misplace her. She left. She's not lost. It's home.
Home is truly a matter of opinion, I think.
He nods a little bit. Macklin nods a little bit.
It's fine. We're just listening.
I suppose it is a matter of opinion. What's your opinion on the matter?
Vecna has lost his wife. He has not lost his queen.
Macklin tilts his head. Oh, that is interesting.
I feel like I'm missing something.
Does he have a queen? Does he?
Was she replaced?
Placed? No. But there is no one who could.
You broke up there. What did you say?
I think there is no one who could replace her.
Well, then we did
Cures.
some good.
Cure's thoroughly confused.
Yes, there's none quite like Talia except for Talia. Franklin just folds his arms and rubs his chin and...
Potter pauses. But no, there's someone else who's quite like her.
And who would that be?
Laughs a little bit. Why don't you ask your paladin?
turn my attention toward Cure.
So doesn't Jocelyn.
Gonna leave.
That's the problem with Fey folk. They enjoy riddles more than conversations.
I'll finally remove my mask and put it back into my bag, frowning. I'm going to pull out the earring that I took off earlier and clip it back into place. Oh, can anyone hear me?
We're a bit busy at the moment, Auntie. What can we do with it? Help you with?
I need a status on Alina.
Currently at the manor, babysitting.
Babysitting. Has anything occurred I should be made aware of?
Yes.
Could you illuminate me?
Another voice harps up. Calmer. Apologies. Dawn is a bit preoccupied working at the medical clinic at the moment. The front line was overrun. Fine, they have regrouped and pushed back, but they're busy.
I see there was a new offensive. We'll be back as soon as we can.
Talia is with me, as is Alina.
Thank you, that's reassuring. Sondor is dead.
I'll let her know.
Thank you. I'll be going dark again. And I'll wait a couple moments in case they say anything and then put the earring away again.
Yeah, Ghost doesn't say anything more.
Well, there was an offensive in the material plane. Things seem to be all right at the moment. Alina's safe.
That's great news. It answers exactly 0 questions, but that's good news.
I'll turn my gaze back to the broken soul battery again.
I hate to interrupt our wonderful conversation that we're having currently, but the soul boundary is destroyed. The evil creature that we came to slaughter is slaughtered. I have one request at the moment. Can we
Yes, what is...
can we please go the fuck home?
Certainly. Give me 1 moment. I saw something shiny over here.
We still have one last task in the Feywild.
What? Really?
That's
What?
good.
Really?
What do we have to do in the Feywild?
There's still a missing person to find.
Who?
I'll turn and look at Tab.
We're just standing where we were, little frozen.
I look back at Josen. We were supposed to find corn as well. That was part of our goals when we came here, along with finding Ferg's wife.
Now,
Tap nods.
Heather.
Yep.
Ferg's last task was to go to find Corin. Did he ever find him?
Good question.
And on that
Not
note,
that we've heard.
And we'll find out next game.
We'll find out next game. No, no, he had not found him yet. There were delays.
It's literally what you got for messages. There were delays.
I mean, did we get any messages? That had not been. There had been no. We had mentioned a couple of times that we have not gotten any messages. So
I would say, I mean, the DM can say what they would like to say, but I imagine at some point Ferg would inform you that there were delays. You
So
just
if
got
you
a
get
message.
right about this time.
There you go.
Just so we can keep the storyline in order. This Ferg lets you know that they had a small delay due to a large group of what they could not describe. He has a hard time describing it, especially at 25 words, but he likens it to the creatures that you saw in the house. The weird creatures that did the mind control thingy. Pentabugs. And they attacked the caravan, and then they were delayed. However, they have been in contact with her. He is still in the Feywild. They are still planning on meeting him.
Yeah, you know, somewhere's on the wall. Sorry it took so long. I promise you have been in my... And then it cuts off, kind of. And then it goes to another 25 words.
that's exactly how I imagined it, just like a long, rambling,
It's very long.
multicast.
Yeah, multicast. It's very long. It's very rambling, and there may have been an excessive amount of people in the caravan who got poisoned by the tentibug.
And he's very apologetic.
But Corin is still in the Feywild.
yeah, Tab's just standing. This is a lot to process all at once.
Well, if this is the case, then obviously we should set out to go do that. But I think we should probably rest first before we go find him. I can tell you I am personally rather tired and could use rest.
Well, this room is large enough for the portable home. I'm not exactly sure how safe it is, but
Well, we have been do with a lot worse.
Has V made it into the tree, or is V still hanging outside the tree?
We had followed Joran.
Okay.
Then we will walk a little. Yeah, you never know. It seemed like a worthwhile question. We will walk over to wherever V is, a little dazed. May we have the amulet, please? Just in case.
I mean, yes. It does have to be attuned.
We don't need it now. Well, we would like it now, but we won't use it now, so that's fine. We'll bring it back if we need to use it. We don't know yet, but we'd like it.
Okay. He's going to take off the amulet and hand it over.
All right. We'll give a little bob of their head and tuck it away in the bag. And then step over here and wait to see whatever he decides. And poor Macklin is sifting through ashes.
Okay.
It's fine. I'm used to this.
Jacqueline, find spell storing.
Oh, what?
A ring of spell storing.
Ooh,
Sweet.
that's a good shiny.
I'm gonna just like pick it up, blow it off, recognizing it as similar to the one that I have, and hey V, think fast. And I'm just gonna finger snap, launch it into V's direction.
Would that be a dex to catch it?
Yep.
You have like a slingshot? That's such a long throw. Fastball special.
That seems very good with his hands.
I believe in him.
Okay, that's plus 10. So that's 24.
Yeah, you catch it.
Catches it out of the air. Looks almost graceful. Looks at the ring, looks at Macklin. So did you intend for me to tell you what's on it or keep it?
It's yours, my friend.
Ah, thank you.
Unless you want to give it to someone else.
Okay, so you guys setting up the house in here?
Yeah, I'll dust off and prepare. Sit down in the middle of the crater and start singing the song of my people.
Home on the range.
Yeah, with the deer and the antelope play.
I have some questions about Macklin's pull.
Where the sturge and the owl bears play.
Oh, I love it so much.
All right, as you all retire to your portable home for the evening, calling it.
Thank you.
All right.
Room for
Whoa.
doc play if you'd like it. Just reach out to me and let me know.
Good to know.
Jam-packed session. Wild ride.
Yeah, that one, I was scared. I'm going to be honest with you. I think the first time in this campaign, I was actually scared.
What was the thing about if Cure dies here, she can't be...
So that
stood back
necrotic
up?
damage shenanigans,
Mm-hmm.
if your HP gets reduced with each attack, in
Oh,
your
if
HP
your
goes to
max
negative.
HP. Okay.
Your
Yep.
max HP gets reduced. So even if you can't get
Thank you.
stabilized because you're below, yeah,
Correct.
it sucks.
Thank you. I was thinking it was something about the damage type of the location, but no, just the sheer, like, not having any max HP makes a lot.
Yeah.
Yep. Nope,
So,
that's
like-
bad enough, yeah.
Revivify's not gonna work.
Right, depending on the only thing that would probably actually work in that particular situation is what's the one
Oh,
the
a wish?
Resurrect.
Yeah.
Resurrection.
true resurrection.
Resurrection, yeah.
Yeah. So, and Jozen is almighty powerful, but he ain't that powerful.
Oh, that would have been an interesting turn of events, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Well, alternate universe we'll
Yeah,
never
dude.
need to see.
That's why I was scared, to be honest with you. It wasn't really for Jozen's sake, because Jozen would have probably took care of all the clone Ilias, but he was scared for... I was scared for Kyor's character. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
ooh.
Yeah, so was I.
Yeah, that's pretty rough. I don't know if this is a matter of specific beach general, whereas Raise Dead brings the creature back with 1 HP. Does that beat that particular ability? Do we want to test that?
No.
No, it's not something I want to test, but typically, I mean, it always depends on the DM, and also depends on what type of skill is actually being used. It depends. I mean, I don't know. I mean, this is just talking from the knowledge of being a DM, but you know, Heather could have had something different in that. Keep that in mind. You know, you don't know what he's actually using to do this to you, right? So.
Well, actually, if he dropped you to 0, he could and you died, he could raise you as a specter.
Right.
Oh, nice.
There ain't no coming back.
And
Can
then
you see
make
that?
you fight your friends.
I mean, we nearly got there. Before I
That's
did
fine.
my lay
This
on
is
hands,
fine.
I was down to like 27 health.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was my goal. I was gonna make you guys use some healing.
Very effective.
Jozen wasn't even the one to use the healing. That's the best part. Once.
Paladins, man.
I was amused that everyone was telling her to back off, disengage, go help Vader. I'm like, well, those flaws that we picked at the start of the game that never quite seemed so relevant.
Became relevant real quick, didn't they?
Yeah.
I feel like Kyor's flaws are often highly relevant, although I don't know what this particular one was.
How many flaws does Cure have? Because this is a long list now.
A lot.
I mean, there's the mechanical flaws and just the flaws of being a person.
Oof.
Right.
Or can't back down from a fight.
It's
Like,
not backing
literally, she
down.
can't disengage or
Literally.
dodge.
It's a
Literally
strategic
cannot
relocation.
disengage.
Oh, that is rough. I hope you got something good out of that.
What did you all do?
A lot of
I
things.
mean, she's very much not a a run and fight kind of person. She's very much a stand and fight until something dies. Whether that's her or the enemy is up in the air.
It's not. I don't think this is one of the first times it's ever been relevant.
But we ran away from the dragon.
She
It was a
can't,
dragon.
she can run. She just can't disengage.
Yeah, and this is, I mean,
So mechanically, you just don't have access to disengage?
Or dodge.
yeah,
It's really dumb.
the other thing to keep in mind is look who we're fighting too, right? This is not a fight that Kyor would be able to back away from.
No, not
And-
Sandor.
And honestly, I was thinking that Sandor might have had some other tricks that he could potentially use against the party, and so long as I had him concentrating on me, then everyone else was free to either chip away at him or finish up the Ilias or do whatever needs to be done.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm super thrilled with the creature I built him off of, because I was like, oh, this is gonna be super cool. You can summon specters and do this, do that, and I was like, oh, but all of those kind of suck. Why would he do anything but life drain?
Yeah, specters kind of suck. You do get the benefit of action economy. I mean, the more players you have in the field, the more likely you're going to fuck up the other party.
Yeah, but he had that with the assassins, so.
Yeah,
That's
but
true.
I mean, you just keep throwing more. I mean, D&D is based upon how many hits get divvied
War
out.
of attrition.
Yeah, it's
Honestly,
Yeah.
it felt like fighting a Dark Souls boss, so that was pretty cool. I mean, I don't like Dark Souls games, but it
In
was still
Dark
pretty
Souls,
cool.
you actually dodge and disengage.
Yeah, if you're a good player.
If you're a shit player, you don't play. You give
Why
up.
do you think I don't play? Why do you think Cure doesn't run from fights?
I
There's a
don't think you understand
correlation.
Dark Souls if you're comparing this to Dark Souls. This is more like Pokemon. Where you sit in place, you attack, you get attacked.
I mean, speak for yourself.
I mean, Sandor and Cure have some
History.
issues and history anyway, so it makes sense that they were just like laying into each other with their sword.
Sure, that makes perfect sense.
They're basically like fighting over who gets to be Talia's father. So
Just have
Yeah.
two dads. It's 2021. Have two dads.
Well,
I'm sorry, have a dad and a mom. Whatever.
it don't matter anymore. Sandor's dead, so we know who the mother of.
the surviving parent is. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
We know
So,
who
yes,
won that one.
Sandor claimed Talia as his daughter for a very long time. So, and that he kept using that to rub into both Talia and Cure. So.
Well, how well did it work out for him then?
Apparently not well.
Told you, you don't fuck with us. We're the last group of people you want to fuck with.
He never even sent her a birthday card. He can't say shit.
Yeah, he's a jerk.
He got what he deserved.
You damn straight.
Y'all don't know. You guys don't know what happened when she was down in the Shadowfell.
I don't want to know.
Did she get birthday cards?
There might be some unanswered questions.
Yeah, there's a few. What? Like, all the questions. Maybe.
Well, I know
Maybe
what
everything Vader didn't say.
I know what he did to Ilya, so that's all I really need to know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta go to bed. It's 11:30. That was fun.
tomorrow
Good
morning's
Peace out,
gonna
guys.
suck.
Yeah.
That's well.
We'll
Have a good night, everyone.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
talk to you soon. Well, I thought we're dead. I 100% thought that was going to be a TPK as soon as the party separated. I didn't think it was going to end well, but we got through it. And that's all that matters. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate you all watching. Appreciate all you people who are watching afterwards. If you enjoyed this long one, do me a favor and hit that like button. If you enjoy the content and want to get notifications on the Tal'Dorei campaign or any other videos that I do, please go ahead and hit the subscribe. I appreciate everything. I'm going to bed.